Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Now here's Carter Williams. They get the rebound. Pachulia, no luck. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What'd you find out, Doris?
He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. We'll look to deny him the ball when we can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin will see how successful they are.
And thank you, Doris. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson checked in for Parker. Dudley comes in for Antetokounmpo. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Milwaukee making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Boris Diaw.
Ersan Ilyasova in his 7th season with the Bucks, the only player drafted in 2005 who's still with his original team. Growing tired of the teams losing, it's rumored that, last season anyway, he asked for a trade.
And the Bucks have only managed one winning season since Ilyasova joined the team. Easy to understand why he'd be frustrated. He said it always seems like the team is starting over.
Z's checked in for Tony Parker. Here's Soto. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Here's Bayless. Drops it in from 11 feet. And as much as Ilyasova might welcome a change of address, his play, Steve, fell off last season, perhaps making it harder for them to trade him.
Well, I heard there were offers and the front office was receptive, but apparently he was a favorite player of ownership and a feeling upstairs that he's a star in the making and a big factor in keeping him around.
Here is Bayless. There's the pick. Off the screen. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Mayo brings the double team. San Antonio with the ball. Green the pass to Soto. Doubled by Henson. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it off the glass. 19 points for Z.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Bayless dishes to Henson. He kicks to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. From 10 feet out, and another basket for Milwaukee.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
San Antonio leading by 6. 26 seconds left to play in the first. And yes, sir, that one drops. And that's now 21 points for Z. The Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. And Bayless kicks to Mayo. Henson in the post. West is there. And Henson with the bucket on the assist by Mayo.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. And it's now 23 points for Z.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Here's Henson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Spurs out in front, up 6. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
I agree, and great offense, too. A lot of three-point shots right from the beginning. This team seems to have the touch tonight.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Mayo out there with Carter Williams, and it's Dudley in at the small forward. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. Leonard's got the first basket of the second quarter for San Antonio.
You know, for a long time, people would think about the Spurs as a slow-it-down team, but they've had an explosive offense the past few seasons.
Parker's shot is off. Spurs leading by 8. Leonard with no one around. And another basket for San Antonio. Here's Carter Williams. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Tim Duncan's such a huge part of this Spurs team on and off the court. As Coach Pop put it, he's a consummate pro. He takes great pride in fulfilling his responsibility to his teammates. He feels it very strongly. He sets the tone for the whole team. He's done it from the beginning, and people fall in line. Kevin, what a luxury.
A great player and great leader. Thanks, Doris. Z's checked in for San Antonio. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Jared Dudley. And stolen by Aldridge. To the paint. Here's Soto. Aldridge, the pass to Soto. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Parker's got his third rebound on the night. Bucks trail by 8. Carter Williams with it. Now Green defending. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pachulia, he's checked in for Henson. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Kicks it to Middleton. Back to Carter Williams. Clock at 6. And he gets it to go.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Spurs leading by 6. Here's Soto. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, what can you say about the Spurs at home? I mean, they've been dominant here for so long. It's a shock whenever they lose at home.
The Spurs were dominant at home once again, as you mentioned, guys. 32 wins for them, Steve, and they shot great, absolutely great in this building.
Well, you don't win 50 games for 15 straight years, Kevin, without being dominant at home, and that's what the Spurs have done. So they just get the job done. I mean, they're tough to beat here in San Antonio, and obviously a wonderful shooting ball club.
Bucks trail by 8. Carter Williams kicks to Middleton. Leonard with the steal. Soto. Carter Williams covering. Pass to Soto. In low to Duncan. Just his first attempt. And it's good off the glass. Duncan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
There's the screen. Here's Middleton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
And they get it back. Bucks trail by 8. He feeds it to Carter Williams. Middleton dishes to Parker. Bucks passing it around. Carter Williams. San Antonio with the rebound.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Michael Carter Williams with that rare height at the point guard spot. He's 6'6", long arms, and one thing you love about taller point guards is the ability to really survey the court and pass over the top of the defense.
Here's Carter Williams. After the basket by San Antonio. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Z.
Boy, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
San Antonio leading by 8. It's Solomon to Tacumbo. Pass break. Here we go. Here's Bayless. Rebounded by Manu Ginobili.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Mills. That's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Antetokounmpo passes to Pachulia. And David West gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Z's checked in for Patty Mills. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Dudley's checked in. Here is Dudley. Off the pick. And he overshot that one, missing.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backcourt. Usually that's a great way to take control of a game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Ilyasova. He's looking for Bayless and finds him. Poked loose.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Here's Leonard. Right wing. Here's Soto. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. 30 points for Z.
Now he started to pick up from what he accomplished in the first quarter, where he made 3 of his three-point attempts.
Now Bayless. 6 points for him. Outside Mayo. Pass to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Misses off the left iron. Spurs leading by 14. Here's Soto. Another one falls for San Antonio.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. Bayless, he sinks the 11-footer. Bayless has got 8 points.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
Ginobili the pass to Soto. Back to Ginobili. The tray. No good. That'll do it for the first half.
Well, David, a great first half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Z. He's got 32 points, and he's drained 4 3-pointers here as well.
With more to come, maybe. The way his shot looks tonight, it looks like he's in for a big night.
Ginobili and Leonard on the wings. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Soto in at the point. That's the San Antonio foul. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Bucks trail by 17. Feeds it to Carter Williams. Here's Parker. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Carter Williams has got 3 assists in the game. San Antonio's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Now here's Carter Williams. Got a piece of it. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. Here's Soto. Oh, look out! That's not as easy as it made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills